In this video, we will discuss about Canvas Widget. Canvas in Python Tkinter is a drawing tool which allows creation of shapes, lines, text and placement of various widgets on the application window. So here is the syntax to create a Canvas widget. First of all, you have to write the word Canvas with capital C and then the container where you want to place it. In my case, it is WS. And then you have to provide the height of the canvas. So let's give it a 200, then width. Since the color of the canvas is same as the color of the default window, so let me go ahead and provide some different color over here. Also, I need to pack it. So here on this application window, this blue part is the canvas. So on this canvas, we can place any text, any image or any kind of that we can create over here. We can place any text over here. Also, we can create any widget over here. So let's go ahead and explore more about this widget. So there are these many built-in methods that we can use to create images and text and windows. So for example, the first one is canvas.createArc. So this method allows us to create an arc on the application window. So let me go ahead and show you how we can do that. So we have already created a canvas over here. We just need to provide a variable to this. Now using this variable, I will create an arc. So can.create_arc. And then I have to provide the X and Y position. Let me explain you this thing with the help of a paint. So in this, we don't have a arc option, but we do have a triangle. So try to correlate it with that thing. So let's say this is the screen. So the first X and Y position that we are going to provide will be, this will be the Y position and this will be the X position. So this will determine after how many pixels the widget will start appearing. So for example, if we have provided 50-50, so 50 here and 50 here, after that the application will start creating like this. After that we will provide X1 and Y1 position. So X1 position will this one and Y1 position will this one. First will be the X1 position. If we will keep on increasing the size for the X1, this image will keep on looking like this one. And if we will increase the value for the Y, then the image will look something like this. So let's see this. First is let's give it 50 for the X and 50 for the Y. And then the X position that I want is, it should be let's say 100 and the Y will also be 100. Now the arc will automatically be created. In this application you can see that there is a small arc created. Let me increase these values. Let's give it 300 and 300. Also if you want to fill some color inside it, you can use the fill option and type the name of the color. Or you can just provide the hexa code for the color. So now it is going outside the canvas. Let's reduce the XY size. Also let's reduce the size for the. Now you can see that the arc has been appeared. If I will increase the value for the Y, this is Y and this is X. So let's make it 200. Now you can see the Y value has been increased. And let's go ahead and decrease the value for the X. Now here you can see that the X value has been reduced. So this is how you can create the arc. Our next method is canvas.createImage. So this is used to add an image on the canvas window. So we have to write can.createImage. And then same thing that we did in the arc one, we have to provide the X and Y position, the starting point. So let's give it 10 and 10 for the Y as well. Then before we can do that, we have to read the image file. So you can use the pillow or you can use this method as well, which is photo image, to read the file. We will talk more about it in the image section. Now this is the path for the image. I already have the image in the same path. If you have an image in different path, you can provide the entire path over here. Now here I have to write image equals to file, which is this variable. So since the image is little big, so that's why it is not appearing completely over here. If I will change the size for canvas, then it will appear. So in this way you can just add the image on this canvas. Our next method is canvas.createLine. So this is the simple line that we are going to create. And also it not only provides this thing that you have to create a single line, you can keep on creating the connected lines. So for example, it could appear like this as well. So this is how you can create multiple lines. So in this, what is happening actually, every time, first of all, you have to provide the X and Y position that will determine how far it will be from the screen. So let's say this is the Y position and this is the X position. So whatever position you have provided over here. Now next, when you have created the line, it will accept and a line size. So first of all, you have to provide the X1 value, that will be the line size, and then angle. So if you will provide 120, then it will be created on the 120 degree. So from here 120 degree. The moment you will start creating a next line, you will be able to understand this thing more clearly. Like you have to provide the angle and the line length. So in this way, if you will keep your protector over here, you can just simply put the protector over here and calculate the size, like the degree of the line. Same degree of number you can provide there, and the line will be created in that. For example, if you have provided the length for the line as 100 and the degree is 120, so the line will appear something like this over here. So this will be from here protector. If you will keep the protector, then this will become 120. So in this way you can create that. Let me show you how you can do that. Can.create line and then 10. Now we have to provide the size of the line, so it will be, so let's give it 500 over here and 500. But since the size of the canvas is not 500, so let's make it 500. Let's make it 700 and 700. Okay, so this is how you can see that it's a single line. Let me give it a fill as well. Fill equals to white. The line is white colored now, and you can see it's a simple line. So let's go ahead and create another attachment for the line. Also, let me reduce the size. So before I go ahead and create an attachment, just want to show you, if I'll just change the value for 100 from 300 to 100, you can see that the angle has been reduced. Size of the line is same, but the angle has been reduced. Similar thing, if I'll just reduce this size, this is also called a Y1. So if I'll just reduce this value, let's make it 100 or let's make it 200, then you will observe that the size of the line has been decreased. Let's do it 50. Now you can see it's a small line. If you want to create an attachment with the line, then you can just go ahead and write another numbers, and this can keep going until and unless you don't want to stop. You can just keep on giving the random values, but it should be even. For example, 3, 3, 6. 6 is an even number, so the values must be even only. So now you can see that two lines are appearing. So in this way you can create a line over here, and if I will not provide the even numbers, then it will throw an error. Here you can see that expected an even number, got 5. Next method is canvas.create rectangle. So this is the rectangle. It has these two same size, and this one is different. Same thing, first of all we have to write the can.create rectangle, and then I just need to provide the X and Y positions, and then need to provide two more positions. One will be the horizontal and another one will be the vertical position. So first is X. X is the horizontal position. Here you can see that it's a triangle. Let me fill some color inside it. Now you can see that there is a triangle created. Let's change the values, or let's just shuffle the values over here. The shape of the rectangle has been changed. Next function is oval. So oval is not actually circle, but it is close to the circle. So I just need to change it. Can.create oval. We have to provide X and Y values over here, and then let me give it 400 by 300. fill of green. So this is the oval shape, and this part is the X and this part is the Y. So 300 is the Y and 400 is the X. So if I just change X value to 100, shape of the oval will be changed. So in this way you can create the oval. Next is polygon. Anything having any shape having a 5 sides or 4. Next is polygon. So polygon is basically any shape having a 3 or more than 3 angles is called a polygon. So let's go ahead and create that. So we have to do the same thing. We have to write poly over here and then 10. So basically you can see that I am doing the same thing every time. So you can see that I am basically doing the same thing each and every time to create a different shapes. So it's actually this is the magic behind this function, that is creating that shape and accepting a very common parameters. 250, 255, 300. We are going to give more values to this one. So this is how you can create a polygon. This is the polygon. You can just change the color by changing the fill equals to white. Also you can provide an outline if you want. So you can give any color, let's say red to the outline. Now here you can see that this is a polygon with having a white background and a red colored border. If you want to increase the width, you can also do that using width option. Let's give it 4. Now this polygon has a thicker width. Next is how to place a text on the Canvas widget. So using canvas.createText, we can add a text on this on the Canvas widget. So I will write can.createText and then the position. So let's say 10, 10, whatever text I want to display. So let's say I am going to write welcome to my website, that is Python guides. Let's save it and run. So you can see it is appearing, but I just need to change the color, which will be fill equals to white. Also I can increase the size of the font using the font option. I can provide any font name and the size. Also I can provide the type of the font, like I can give it underline, bold. So here you can see that the text is appearing. You can change the position of the text by adding the by changing the X and Y values. So let's give it 100 over here and 200. Okay, not 200. Let's give it 50 for the Y. Now you can see that. Okay, I don't think so 100 has been added. Okay, so actually the complete text was welcome to Python guides, and earlier it was showing Python guides only. So let me add more so that it would come in the center. Okay. So the total size is 700 and I should give it 150 or maybe 180. Now you can see that it is almost in the center. So this is how you can add the text on the Canvas widget. Our last method is window. So you can create any like let's suppose you have created a widget and you want to place it on a canvas, then you have to use this option, which is create_window. So let me show you how you can do that. But first of all, we have to create a widget. So let's create a label and place it on the WS. Then the text on the will be welcome to my website. And I can provide the font. So let's do Times New Roman. And I can pack it. Also let me give a variable to this one. Now if I want to place this label on the canvas, then I can just simply go ahead and write can.create window, and then the position that will be, let's say, 50 in the X direction and 50 in the Y direction. Then I have to provide the window, the variable of the widget that you want to create. So in our case it is LBL, that is label. Now you can see that half of the text is appearing on the on this widget. So what I can do, I can just go ahead and add some more pixels over here. Let's give it 180. Now you can see that all the text is on the canvas. So this is how you can place any widget on the canvas. I can either create an entry box or any frame, that all can be placed on this canvas. With this we have learned how to create a canvas widget.